Good morning and welcome to your flow. Let's start on our hands and knees in a tabletop position. Put your knees directly beneath your hip bones and your palms beneath your shoulders. On your inhale, you'll energetically pull the wrist towards the knees as you rotate the tailbone up, lifting the head and pulling the chest forward. And on the exhale, let's push the ground away into cat pose, looking towards the navel, separating the scapulae. Inhale, rotate up, looking up. Exhale, push the ground away. Cat. Warming up the spine first thing in the morning. Inhale, cow. Bending your back even a little more, looking higher. Exhale, down cat. Crunching, remembering to draw the navel in. Inhale, one more. Exhale, cat. On the next inhale, come to a neutral tabletop pose. Bring the left hand directly beneath the face and draw the right arm up like you're releasing a bow and arrow, looking up towards the hand. And on the exhale, we're going to thread the needle, so bring the right hand underneath the left, all the way, sliding it onto the floor to bring your head, your ear, and your shoulder to the ground. Push against the ground with your left hand to twist the body and look over your left shoulder if that's okay for your neck. 2 breaths here, 1 and 2. On the inhale, let's push off of the left arm to bring the right arm back to center. And then this time, place the right hand beneath the face. Left hand draws up on the inhale, looking up towards the hand, reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, left side, bring the left hand, sliding along the floor until you come all the way down to your ear and your shoulder. Push the ground away using the right arm, twisting the body. Again, the navel is drawing inwards as we look up. 2 breaths, 1 and 2. Inhale, come to neutral tabletop position. Place the toes together as the feet, top of the feet, go flat on the floor. Draw the knees far apart, very wide, as you push back to sit on your heels. Walk the hands forward and drop the chest towards the ground. Your forearms are resting on the ground. Look forward, and eventually you can drop the forehead down. Opening up the hips here and the shoulders in your wide-legged child's pose. 3 breaths, 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands back in towards the body. Using your hand strength, you can lift up to put your knees back together. Flip the toes underneath so they're flexing your feet. And sit on your heels. Bring the arms up and overhead, looking up towards the hands, stretching the spine nice and long. Grip the left wrist with the right hand, and on the exhale, slowly draw the left hand to the right side of the room. Keeping your gaze upward, breathing deeply into the foot muscles and the side body. 1 more breath. Inhale, coming all the way up, stretching the arms nice and tall. This time we'll flip the toes so the tops of the feet are on the floor. So now we're just stretching the feet out the other direction. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand, and on the exhale, we bend the body over to the left side of the room. It's a gentle pull on that wrist, don't yank. 2 more breaths here. Good. Inhale, come back nice and tall, up. And on the exhale, let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to transition into doing some vinyasas now that our spine is warmed up and our feet and quads and hips are a little bit open. Come into your tabletop pose. Gently lift the knees up so you're in your plank posture. Again, your hands are beneath your shoulders. Your quads are active. Your abdominals are pulling the navel in as your scapulae are coming together. Exhale, push the ground away into your downward facing dog. Feel free to paddle the feet out as this is the first down dog of the day. Maybe your calves and hamstrings are a little tight. Your toes are hip width distance apart. Take any necessary adjustments here. Let the head hang heavy. No stress in your neck or shoulders. On the next inhale, walk the feet up towards the hands and take a lift. So either grounding your hands or you can have your hands on your shins as you flatten your back and straighten your legs. Exhale, fold forward all the way down, grip opposite elbows. Let your head hang here too. Rock back and forth. Again, alternating, bending each knee, stretching out the hamstrings and the low back. With every exhale, you're bringing your body closer and closer to the floor, finding ease in the posture. On the next inhale, we're going to slowly start rolling the body up to a standing position, using the hamstrings, the glutes. And when you come all the way up, let's bring the hands up and overhead, looking up at the thumbs, and exhale to your mountain pose. Let's take a vinyasa together. Inhale, the arms go up, looking up. Exhale, let's hinge at the waist, keeping your back flat as you fold forward, bringing the arms down in front of you. Once you're 90 degrees with the floor, you can let your back start to round slightly as you fold all the way. Inhale your halfway lift, hands on shins or thighs. Straight legs, flat back. Exhale, ground the hands, and you'll reach the right foot back behind you. Drop the right knee down to the floor and rise with the arms and the body looking up from your low lunge. Bending deeply into that front left knee and straightening your hips so they're parallel with the short edge of your mat. 3 breaths. 1. Bringing the shoulder blades down and away so your shoulders are away from your ears. 2. Looking up if that's okay for the neck. And 3. Bring the arms down. Rest the left forearm on the left thigh. And if it's accessible to you, bring the right foot to your right hand for a quad stretch. If it helps, you can also ground your left hand. Pulling that heel in towards the glute, we hold the quad stretch for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Looking down towards your left foot, slowly let go of the right leg, bringing your right hand forward and frame the front foot with your hands. Let's go ahead and lift the back knee. Bring your left foot back into your plank posture. 3 breaths here. 1. Waking up the body. 2. And 3. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Again, paddling out if you need to. If not, just take a few breaths here in down dog. taking a moment to come into the posture, pressing deliberately through the fingertips and the pads of the hands so you're not dumping your body weight into your wrists. Energetically moving the heels towards the floor. If they're not touching, that's okay. Stretching those calves and hamstrings. On the inhale, we're going to walk again all the way up to the hands as far as you can. And then we're going to halfway lift. So you can have your hands on your shins or thighs as you flatten the back and straighten the legs. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll the body all the way up. Arms go up, looking up. And exhale, hands to the front of the heart. Another vinyasa. Arms rise, gaze upwards. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist with your flat back first. Till you hit about 90 degrees, you feel that tension in your hamstrings. You can start to bend the knees and round through the spine as it comes naturally. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins or thighs or on the floor. And as you exhale, this time we're bringing the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop that left knee, arms rise for low lunge, right side. Again, making sure that the hips are pointing forwards and they're not turning to the left. Bend nice and deeply into this front leg. Even with every exhale, you can go even a little deeper. Looking up. 1, 2. Active core. Relaxed shoulders and facial muscles. And 3. Coming to our quad stretch, if you did that on the other side, place your right forearm across your right thigh. Reach the left hand back and bring the left foot to yourself so you can grab hold of the top of the foot and pull the heel in towards that glute. Again, you can ground the right hand if you'd like on the inside of the right foot. And let's count 3 breaths here, pulling the quad in. 1, 2, looking over your left shoulder if it's available to you, and 3. Give it one more little squeeze before you slowly let go. Let the foot fall away. Let's frame the right foot with the hands so they're on either side. Lift the left knee and place the right foot next to the left for your plank for 3 breaths. Active core. 1. Find your balance here. 2. And 3. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. 1. And 2. Let's go ahead and slowly walk the feet forward again to come to our forward fold and then our halfway lift on the inhale. Flat back, straight legs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll the spine all the way up. Take your time with control. Arms rise, looking up. And exhale to your mountain posture. On the inhale, let's reach the right foot to the other edge of the mat. So we're in a wide-legged stance. Hands on hips. Inhale, the crown of the head rises towards the ceiling, stretching the spine nice and long. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward, this time wide-legged forward fold. You can choose to grab opposite elbows as you fall towards the floor, or you can ground your hands. If it's available to you, please widen your stance little by little, but then find some stillness as we count 5 breaths in your wide-legged fold. If your hands are on the ground, make sure your fingers are in line with your toes and your elbows are pointing backwards. 1. Toes are pointed slightly in towards each other, heels are out. 2. Navel in. 3. Focusing on sending the breath to the sensations you feel. 4. Last breath. 5. On the inhale, we'll slowly roll the body all the way back up so your hands are on your hips. Bring the body up using the hamstrings. And let's adjust the feet so they're actually pointing slightly out this time. We're going to start bending into each knee to just open up on the insides of the legs, the groin. Go ahead and start bending into the right knee as you bring your hands either to the top of your thigh or to the ground. On the inhale, we're going to come back up to center. And then exhale, same thing on the left side. So again, you can place your forearm on your thighs as you bend. If you can bend deeper, you can put your hands on the floor. Okay, another one. Inhale, come back up to center, straight legs. Exhale, right side bends, left side is straight. Still pushing weight through that left foot. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, bend left side. Inhale, straight. This time we're going to bring the feet in towards each other, so walk them in. You're still wide-legged, a little bit wider than your shoulders. Toes are pointing slightly outward. Keep the weight rocking back into your heels as you bend the knees. We take goddess pose, sort of like a wide-legged squat. Go ahead and rock and sway your body like you wish, remembering to keep the weight in the backs of your feet. You might feel a little bit of a burn here, waking up the body still. And inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, let's step the feet to the top of the mat to take another vinyasa. Inhale, arms rise, look up. Exhale, flat back, down to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's go ahead and step all the way back into plank posture. Drop the knees down to the floor, and we're going to take a push-up on your knee. So you're going to lower your body slowly down using your triceps. And then on the inhale, we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. So bringing the forearms down to the mat and pulling your body forward as you shine the chest in front of you, gazing about 2 feet in front of your fingers. You're using the back to sort of lift yourself up. So we're strengthening the back and neck muscles here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. You can leave your knees grounded or flip the toes under for a push-up to bring yourself back into down dog. Inhale, right leg rises up into the air, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose and place the right foot between the hands. You can walk the foot forward and adjust yourself as you need. The back foot goes at a 90-degree angle, so it's perpendicular to the front foot. Cycle the hands up overhead, bend into that front knee. Keep the back leg straight into warrior 2. Your arms are like a T, and you're looking towards your right hand. Bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. Rotate that knee out to the right, working your abductors. 2 more breaths. 1, nice and strong. And 2. Very good. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Walk the back leg in a little bit. And then you'll shift the weight into your left leg and just rotate your torso so your left arm is facing up and your right hand is pressing against your right calf. This is called triangle pose. Looking up towards your top hand if it's okay for your neck. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. As you exhale, look down towards your front leg and bring the left hand across and down so your hands can frame your foot. Adjust your back foot so it's more at a 45-degree angle this time. And fold over that right leg. So bringing your nose to your knee, if that's possible, or just keeping yourself wherever you're feeling that hamstring stretch. 3 breaths. 1. Active core still. 2. Still have some weight in that back leg as well. And 3. Inhale, sort of a halfway lift, but it went on one leg. And then you're gonna exhale, bring the left foot up next to the right as you fold over both legs. Inhale all the way up to stand. Arms up, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take our vinyasa to the next side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins, thighs, or the floor. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Drop the knees to the floor as you slowly, with control, lower your body to the ground. Bring the hands in front of you so you can ground the forearms. And then pull the body up into Sphinx, pressing the hips and the quads into the floor, using those back muscles to come forward. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Relax the back, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Either take on the knee or off the knee push up, and then back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises up into the air. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left foot between the hands. I'll give you a second if you need to walk your foot there. Drop the right heel so that your right foot is perpendicular to your left. Inhale, the arms cycle up. Bend into the left knee, right leg straight as you come into warrior 2 on the left side. Bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. Looking towards that front hand, 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Even a little deeper. Inhale, the front leg goes straight. Walk the back foot in a few paces. Shift the weight into the right leg and then rotate your torso so that your right hand is reaching up to the sky and your left hand is resting against your calf. So you're using your core to keep you here. 1, 2, and 3. Looking down at your left foot, let's bring the right arm to the floor. Frame that front foot and adjust the right foot so it's about 45 degrees instead of 90. Inhale to stretch the spine out. As you exhale, stretching in to that left hamstring as we fold the body over. Sort of envision reaching your chest towards your shin. So we're elongating the spine as we come into that fold. Draw the navel inwards and the shoulder blades down the spine. 2 more breaths here. 1 and 2. Let's bring the right foot up next to the left for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll the body all the way up. Arms go up, and we look up. Exhale to your mountain pose. We're going to take tree pose next. I'm going to turn to face the camera. Lift the right leg up off the ground, flexing that right foot. You're going to hold onto the shin as you squeeze the knee in towards the chest. A little bit of a balance act here. 1 more breath. We're going to take 1 quad stretch before we get into tree. Take hold of the right foot with the right hand, so the top of the foot. Pull it in towards the glute. Keep your left hand on your hip. Keep pulling it in. 3 breaths. 1, 2. Pressing that foot against the hand to deepen the stretch. And 3. Still standing, grounded on your left foot. Bring the bottom of your right foot in towards either the calf of the left foot, or you can use your hand to bring it in up to the thigh, the inside. Just don't rest your foot against your knee. Rotate that knee out. So again, we're using the hips here. Hands at heart center in prayer. You can choose to stay here in your tree pose. If you'd like to take it further, you can raise the arms up above your head and look up. 3 breaths. 1. Strong core, strong leg. 2. And 3. Hands come to heart center if they weren't there already. Slowly, with control, lower the right foot next to the left. Okay, we're going to do it on the next side, but first, a vinyasa. So inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back and lower all the way down slowly. Inhale, put your forearms on the floor as you come into Sphinx. Shining the chest forward, looking up. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, push into down dog. Walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, rolling the spine up. No rush. Arms go up, look up. And exhale, mountain posture. Again, I'll turn, but just stay where you are. Rock the weight into the right leg. Slowly bring the left leg up. Grab hold of the shin and hug the knee into the chest. 3 breaths. 1, 2. Flexing that left foot. And 3. Let the leg down, but not all the way, because you're going to switch to the quad stretch. So bring your left foot to your left hand, right hand on hip. Pull the heel into the glute for 3 breaths here. 1, You may notice that one side is tighter than the other. That's okay, that's normal. And 3. Time for our tree posture. Slowly let go of the foot and then bring the bottom of the left foot either towards the inside of the right calf or the inside of the right thigh, not on the knee joint. Rotate that left knee out, hands to heart center in prayer. Active core, relax shoulders and face. And as you inhale, if you'd like, the arms can rise and you look up. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. On your exhale, hands come to heart center if they're not already there. Go ahead and slowly release the left foot down to the mat. Let's take another vinyasa, everyone's favorite. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, let's fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank, and lower all the way down to the floor. Now this time, we're going to do something a little different. Reach the arms back with your palms facing downward. Your chin is tucked as you're looking about 4 inches in front of your face. Slowly lift your feet off of the ground and bring them a little higher using the back muscles. Higher, higher, and higher. 1. Flex those quads. 2. Scapulae together. 1 more breath. And 3. Very good. All right, down to the stomach. We're going to roll over onto the back. And take one little quick hip opener. So bring the right foot crossing over from the left. So the right ankle is on top of the left thigh. Pressing that knee out. If this is enough, you can stay here. Or you can grab either your thigh of your left leg or your shin and pull the leg in to stretch out that right hip. 3 breaths. 1, 2, grounding the shoulders and the head, and 3, relaxing into it, letting go. Go ahead and release, uncross the leg, and you can take some movements that feel good. I like to windshield wiper my knees from side to side after that stretch. It's a bit intense. Go ahead and place the left ankle across the right thigh. Again, moving the knee outwards to help open up that hip. Stay here if that's what you did on the other side. Otherwise, grab a hold of either the right thigh on the back, like where your hamstrings are, or your shin. Pull the leg in towards you so your ankle is coming towards your shoulders. 1, 2, and 3. Drop the feet back towards the floor. Another little windshield wiper motion if you would like. Keep your feet planted flat on the floor. We're going to take bridge pose. So what you're going to do is make sure, first of all, that your heels are about touching the tips of your fingers when you stretch your arms out. Okay, so that's just where your positioning is. And on the inhale, you're going to push through the heels using the hamstrings. As you come up, bringing your hips up towards the ceiling. Your shoulder blade and your neck and your head are still on the floor, as well as the bottoms of your feet. The knees are taking an internal rotation. If you'd like, you can also take a bind with your hands underneath your body and push it up even a little farther. Okay, 2 breaths here. 1 and 2. Unbind the hands if you had a bind, and slowly bring your hips back down to the floor and hug your knees into your chest for the counter posture, rocking from side to side. Okay, this time we're going to take a spinal twist. So with your arms out in a T, you're going to cross the right leg over the left, scoot your hips a little over to the right, and then drop your knees over to the left. And you can look over your right shoulder. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, letting your knees fall towards the ground. 4, relaxing into it. And 5. Inhale, use your core to bring the knees up. Uncross the legs. Come back to neutral. And your head is also pointing up. Cross the left leg over the right this time. Scoot the hips over to the left. And let your knees drop over to the right as you look over the left shoulder. 5 more breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the next inhale, let's use the core to bring the knees back up and bring your face up back to neutral. Uncross the legs. We're going to take happy baby pose. So what this looks like is you're going to bring your feet up into the air, and you can either grab your ankles, the outsides of your feet, or you can also grab the big toes with the 2-piece fingers. Bring the knees in towards the armpits and just sort of rock side to side as you massage the lumbar. So you're getting a little bit of a low back stretch and massage here. And if you fall over, that's fine. Just come right back up. Rocking. Nice and relaxed, but also fun. And slowly come into a neutral position. Let's give the knees another hug. Bring the nose up to the knees if you wish. And relax into your well-deserved Shavasana. You can take it with your arms and your legs neutral as you lie flat on the floor. If this is bothering your low back, you can place your feet flat on the ground and just rest your knees against each other. I think I'll do that variation today. Close the eyes. Let go of any tension that you have in your body. And relax here for a little while. Just feeling the sensations of your body. Noticing any thoughts that drift through your mind, but not getting caught up in them. Bringing yourself back into the moment. Take a nice deep inhale, filling the lungs all the way up. Holding it briefly at the top and releasing it with a sigh. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, rotating your wrists and your ankles as you stretch your body out, getting ready for the day ahead. Roll over onto one side, resting your head on your arm. And then push the ground away with your other arm to bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me in this morning practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.